Okay. Okay, thank you, student. See, student, yesterday that the ninth practice set we have completed, and 10 we are going to today. Before starting, I will explain you through some examples. I'm showing it in my whiteboard. So that you can understood how the sums is going to be happen. There are two methods. I have explained you two methods. Now there was some doubt in that sum, so today I am going to start with that same sum but taking another example through the whiteboard. Is it clear, everyone? Now I will start sharing my whiteboard. See, student, practice set 10 is based on mixed fraction. Now, with the help of example, I'm going to explain you. The first sum which I'm going to explain you is of first method, and the first sum same I will explain you with the help of the second method. Now, it is your choice what method you are going to use it. The first question I'm going to step by step I will explain you, and one step you will write in your notebook because this is example sum. So there is no space in your workbook. So you will write this example sums in your notebook so that you can understand it. 4 1 upon 2 plus 3 1 upon 3. See, student, this is our question. What you are going to do, you have to add it. This is practice set 10, example sum. 4 1 upon 2 plus 3 1 upon 3. Now here what you have to do, first you have to solve the integral part and then the fractional part. I have explained you mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is a fraction where integral part and a fractional part is there. That fraction is called as mixed fraction. So first we will solve integral part. So what you have to do, one by one step, just see how I am explaining you, and that you will get a clear idea how to solve it. Now first the integral part is 4 plus 3. Now this is our first and this is our second. So here 4 plus 3 is our integral part. 4 plus 3 is our what? Is our integral part. Plus, what you have to add? The fractional part you have to add after that. That means 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. I hope the first step you have understood. First step is what you have to add integral part and then the fractional part. So copy down this first step. First step is 4 plus 3, that is integral part, plus the fractional part, that is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. I hope everyone has written down the first step because I have to rub it. Okay. Now the first step we have done. Now we will do the second one. The second one is what? 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is what? 4 plus 3 becomes 7. So here will be 7 plus. This is what integral part we have added. 4 plus 3 it becomes 7. Now the next was what? Upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. This was our fractional part. Here what you have to do, you have to make the denominator equal. What you should do, you should make the denominator equal. How you are going to make it? See, if here in 2 tables 3 is not coming and in 3 tables 2 is not coming. So what you have to do, you have to cross multiply 1 upon 2 by 2 and 1 upon 3 by 1 upon 2 by 3 and 1 upon 3 by 2. See, if there is no denominator equal, you have to make the denominator equal. So, here in 2 table, the downward denominator is 2 and the another downward denominator is 3. So, what you have to do? You have to cross multiply by making the denominator equal. So, here you will cross multiply. See, I will explain this how you are going to write it down, but don't copy this one. See, so here 1 upon 2 should be multiplied by 3. The upper number also should be multiplied by 3 plus 1 upon 3 should be multiplied by 2. Is it clear how you are going to make the denominators equal? 1 upon 2 should be multiplied by 3 and 1 upon 3 should be multiplied by. So what you will get? You will get, I am rubbing the question. What you will get? You will get 7 plus 1 3s are 3 upon 2 3s are 6 plus 1 2s are 2 upon 3 2s are 6. Is it clear now? What you have got? You got 7 plus 3 upon 6 plus 2 upon 6. After cross multiplying, making the denominator equal, you are going to get 7 plus 3 upon 6 plus 2 upon 6. Now next what you are going to do? Now next step is what? Next 7 as it is you will write plus as it is you will write, but here the denominator becomes same. So you will take a common denominator and upper one you have to add it. So you will write 3 plus 2 upon 6. 3 plus 2 upon 6. Here what you are going to take? 7 plus as it is. The denominator there you are getting 2 6. So you have to take one common denominator and then you have to add the upper one, that is 3 plus 2. Now next step will be, your next step will be equal as it is, 7 as it is plus as it is. 7 plus as it is and 3 plus 2 become 5 upon 6. What you got? 7 plus 5 upon 6. Now the last step you have to remove plus sign and your final answer is 7 5 upon 6. Your last answer is what? 7 5 upon 6. Now I hope you people have understood the first method how you are going to solve it. It is very easy. First what you have to do? First you have to add the integral part and then the fractional part. This is your first step. Afterward, you have to add the integral part, the main answer you will write, and then the fractional part as it is. Now you will see the fractional part where the denominator should be equal. If the denominator is not equal, you have to make the denominator equal by cross multiplying. Then after making the denominator equal, you have to take that common and integral part as it is what you have written over there. So that 7 plus 3 upon 6 plus 2 upon 6 you are going to get after making the denominator equal. Then next is what? 7 plus as it is, denominator you have to take equal. Common lena hai denominator, so it become upon 6. Then 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 become 5. So your answer must be 7 plus 5 upon 6. Now here 7 plus 5 upon 6 is your answers you are getting. Then the last step you have to remove the addition sign because you have to write this into a mixed fraction. So the final answer is 7 5 upon 6. I hope you people have understood now. Yes, I hope you people have understood now. If you understood the method first, write yes in the chat box. Okay, thank you, beta. Thank you. Now I will start with problem set 10. Now I will start sharing my screen. From that I will explain you the practice set 10 first sum. Okay. Now we will proceed with practice set 10, sum number 1, that is add. See now. Okay. Now here your question is 6 1 upon 3 plus 2 1 upon 3. Now here what you have to do, I have explained you have to add first integral part and then the fractional part. Now here you add 6 plus 2 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3. Now here 6 plus 3, 6 plus 3, sorry, 6 plus 2 become 8. 6 plus 2 is 8 and here already there is a common denominator. Downward there is 3 and 3. So you don't have to make the denominator equal. If it is given equal denominator, you don't have to make it equal. What you have to do, you have to write that same by taking the common denominator. But what you will add 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 upon 3. That you will do. The next is what? After that, what you are going to do? After that, you are going to add 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 becomes 2 and then upon 3. So you will write 8 plus 2 upon 3. Next, what you are going to do? Your last step is removing the addition sign. After removing the addition sign, your final answer is 8 2 upon 3. See, very easy step. First, you have to add integral part. Then you have to add fractional part. After that, you have to make, if the denominator is not equal, you have to make a denominator equal. That will be an extra step. But if the denominator is equal, directly you have to add integral part and your fractional part. Then last is what? After adding fractional part and adding fractional part and integral part, you will get a proper answer with the addition in between. And the last step is what? You have to remove that addition sign and lastly the final answer. I hope you people have understood the first sum. Now we will move to the second sum. Now I will solve the second sum over here so you can understood it in a better way. The next question is 1 1 upon 4 plus 3 1 upon 2. Now this is the second question which I am going to explain you. 1 1 upon 4 plus 3 1 upon 2. Now your first step is what? First step is your adding of the integral plus your fractional part. Now here what you will add? You will add 1 plus 3 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. See what I have added? 1 plus 3, this is my integral part and I have added fractional part that is 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. Now here after adding this thing, we have to add the thing. Now my next step will be 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3 will become 4 plus. Now here see there is no common denominator. So what is our next step? Make the denominator common. You have to make the denominator common. How you will make? Now here 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. Now see, in 4 table 2 is not coming, but in 2 table 4 is coming. So what we will do, we will just change this second fractional part. We are not going to change the first fractional part. If I have explaining in the example, there in 2 table 3 is not coming and in 3 table 2 is not coming. On that time, what we have to do, we have to cross multiply. But in this situation, where in 2 tables 4 is coming, so we have to change only 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 4, you will write as it is, plus what you will do, you will multiply 1 upon 2 by 2. So what you will write, 1 upon 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2. I hope you people have understand. Now next is what? Wait a minute. Copy down this so that I can rub it and continue with the sums. Copy down this one. So I'm further doing the sums. Now what you get? You got 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 into 2 and 2 into 2. This you got. Now you will simplify this. 4 as it is plus as it is 1 upon 4 as it is plus 1 2s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. Now here we got a denominator equal. Now here what we got? We got the denominator equal. What we are going to do? We have to take integral part common, 4 plus the denominator 4 as it is and 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 upon 4. So here we got the last step for solving it. The next step will be after writing now after writing 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 2 upon 4. What you got? 4 plus 1 plus 2 upon 4. The next step will be 4 plus 2 plus 1, 3 upon 4. And the final step after removing the addition, you will get 4, 3 upon 4. I hope you people have understood now the step. If there is common factor, directly you have to do. If there is no common denominator, if there is no common denominator, you have to make the denominator common. So this is our second sum we have completed. Complete it fast. Now I hope everyone has understand the addition one. Okay. Now question number 1
Done,
was
teacher.
Now question number 1 we have completed. We will start with question number 2, that is subtraction. Now same method, same thing, but in addition, instead of addition there is subtraction. Nothing different in this terms also. Instead of plus there is minus sign. I will teach you first method only because it is very easy. Now the second question is 3, 2 upon 5 minus 2, 1 upon 7. Here first was what our first was our addition of the first part was our addition of the integral part. But here we having subtraction sum. So what we have to do? We have to subtract it. We are not going to add it because we are going to add in the add question. But here we are starting with the subtraction. So we have to subtract it. The first integral part is what? Here our first integral part is 3 and 2. So what you have to do? You have to write 3 minus 2. Then plus sign as it is we are going to write. Then what you have to do? You have to subtract the fractional part. The fractional part is 2 upon 5 minus 1 upon 7. I hope you people have understood. Same step, but instead of plus, what you are going to write? You are going to write subtract because that is the subtraction sum. The first step is 3 minus 2, then plus as it is what you are going to write, then 2 upon 5 minus 1 upon 7. Now 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Plus as it is you will write. Then here what is there? There is no common denominator. See, some student and asked me, teacher, I don't understand the cross multiplication. Now you will understood how you are going to do it. See student, first it is 2 upon 5 and then it is 1 upon 7. Now the denominator 5 and 7 is not common. But what I told you, if you will see in 5 table 7 is coming to the denominator. नीचे का देखना है आपको. In 5 table 7 नहीं आता है और in 7 table 5 is not coming. At that time you have to cross multiply. Listen it properly. When the denominator in 5 table 7 is not coming and in 7 table 5 is not coming. At that time you have to do a cross multiplication. In the previous term, I explained you the second term for making the denominator equal because in 2 tables 4 is coming. That's why I told to make only 2 by 2, multiplying 2 by 2, so it becomes 4. But here what happened? In 5 tables 7 is not coming and in 7 tables 5 is not coming. So that time you have to cross multiply. After cross multiplying this, what you will get? 2 upon 5 should be multiplied by 7. Denominator is 7. And 1 upon 7 should be multiplied by 5 because the first term denominator is 5. So we have done with 2 upon 5 multiplied by 7 both the sides. And 1 upon 7 should be multiplied by 5. The next step one will remain as it is. Integral part we have solved already. So 1 plus as it is. Now 2 sevens is 14 and 7 fives is 35. Here 1 fives is 5 and 7 fives is 35. So here we made a denominator common. Now we make a denominator common. So next what you will do? You will write a integral part as it is. You will write it. This one you will write as it is plus. Now 14 minus 5. 14 minus 5 is what? 14 minus 5 is 9. So here you will write 135. 1 plus 9 upon 35. And the last step what? You have to remove the addition sign and directly you will write 9 upon 35. I hope you people have understood. There is nothing different here. Only the sign change as because it is a subtraction sum. The steps are same only. I hope you people have understood. Once again, I will repeat the same thing so that you will get a clear idea how to solve the subtraction sum. Method are same. Only instead of addition, subtraction, you have to write it down. I hope now you got a clear idea why or when to cross multiply when the number, the denominator are not same and in one table the another table is not coming. That time we have to cross multiply. But when the denominator is same, that time you have to directly add it. And when the denominator first number is coming in the second, so you have to change the first number only. Now we will see once again. The question is 3, 2 upon 5 minus 2, 1 upon 7. Now here we have to add the integral part, that is 3 plus 2. Oh, sorry, we have to subtract the integral part 3 minus 2 plus the bracket, the fractional part also we have to subtract, that is 2 upon 5 minus 1 upon 7. The next is what? You have to subtract the integral part 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 become 1 plus as it is. Then here the denominator is not equal. You have to make the denominator equal by cross multiplying. How you will cross multiply? Because in 5 table 7 is not coming and in 7 table 5 is not coming. So you have to cross multiply it. 2 upon 5 should be multiplied by 7 and 1 upon 7 should be multiplied by 5. So the denominator becomes equal 1 plus 2 7 is 14 upon 5 7 35 minus 1 5 5 upon 7 5 35. So here the denominator becomes equal. Now last step is what? The last step is you're going to write the denominator common. That means 1 plus as it is 14 minus 5. 14 minus 5 is 9 upon 35. 9 upon 35 you got. The last one is what you have to do. You have to remove the addition sign. So the final answer is 1 9 upon 35. Now this is which type of fraction? This is mixed fraction where there is one integral part and one fractional part. And if you see the second term, is 9 up numerator and 35 is down denominator. So if the numerator is greater, if the denominator is greater than the numerator, that is this type of fraction I have explained you yesterday only, proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. So I hope you people have understood the subtraction also. So further we will move to our next slide by solving the sums only. This was the example sum. Okay. So we will start with practice set 10 only. Question number 2, that is subtraction. See, your first question is 3, 1 upon 3 minus 1, 1 upon 4. Once again I am repeating the question. 3, 1 upon 3 minus 1, 1 upon 4. Now here first step. Three minus 1 upon 4. Now 3 minus 1 will become 2. 3 minus 1 will become 2 plus. Now same thing happened here also. Here also the denominator is not equal. In 3 tables 4 is not coming and in 4 tables 3 is not coming. So what you have to do? You have to cross multiply. What you will do? You will multiply 1 upon 3 by 4 and 1 upon 4 by 3. See, I have explained you how you will cross multiply. 1 upon 3 you should cross multiply by the second denominator term, that is 4, and 1 upon 4 should be multiplied by 3. Now after that what you are going to do? You are going to write the integral part as it is 2 plus. Now 1 4 is 4 and 3 4 is 12. Minus 1 3 is 3 and 4 3 is 12. You have multiplied it, that becomes 4 upon 12 minus 3 upon 12. The next is what? 2 plus as it is. Then 4 minus 3 and denominator equal, that is 12. So 4 minus 3 upon 12, you are going to write it down. And the last is what? Last you are going to get last what you are going to get? You are going to get 2 plus 4 minus 3 become 1 upon 12. Now here last step is removing the addition sign. So your final answer is 2, 1 upon 12. The final answer is 2, 1 upon 12. I hope you people have understood now how to solve the subtraction sum. Methods are same. Instead of plus, you are going to write subtraction, and when there is no common factor and not coming in the table, that time you have to cross multiply. Now, I hope you people have understood. I am giving you 2 minutes for completing this sum. Complete this sum so that we can move further. One word problem. I will read first question, then I will explain it one by one. Shreyas bought 2.5 kg of sugar. Shreyas he has brought how many kg of sugar? 2.5. And Ashish bought 3.5 kg of sugar. Ashish, how much he brought? He bought 3.5 kg of sugar. How much sugar did they buy together? All together, Aya, that means here what you have to do? You have to add. Here, by listening the question, you have to identify whether it is an addition sum or whether it is an subtraction sum. So here, Shreyas bought 2.5 kg of sugar and Ashish bought 3.5 kg of sugar. How much sugar did they bought all together? All together उन्होंने कितना लाया? If the sugar cost 32 rupees per kg. अगर sugar का cost है per kg, the cost of the sugar is 32. So how much did they spend on the sugar they bought? Now how much rupees they spend on the sugar they bought? Now here by hearing the question you have identified this is the addition sum. So here what will be your first step? You have to write that how much sugar they have bought by making the addition sum. Now see, 2.5 kg of sugar plus 3.5 kg of sugar. Now first step is what? You have to write how many kg of the sugar. So 2.5 kg of sugar plus 3.5 kg of sugar. Now here you will remove it, the statement, and directly you will write the sum, that is 2.5 plus 3.5. This step you will write 2.5 plus 3.5. Now the step started, that means our additional sum, that you have to add integral part and then you have to add the fractional part. Now here 2 plus 3 as it is we will write plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. Now here we are not going to make the denominator common because already it is given in the book. So here 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. Here 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 become 5. 2 plus 3 become 5 plus 1 plus 1 upon common denominator. 1 plus 1 upon 2. So here we got answer as 5. 2 upon 5. What we got? 5. We got answer as 5 plus 2 upon 2. Now I have explained you 2 upon 2. If this type of is coming, what you have to do? You have to cut it down. Now here 2 ones is 2, 2 ones is 2. So I have written what here? 5 plus 1. See here 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are you. So you got answer as 1. By cutting 2 upon 2, you got answer as 1. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6 kg of sugar. Now 6 kg of sugar they got. Who got? They got. दोनों को कितना मिला है? 6 kg of sugar. Now what they have asked you? They told us that the cost of 1 kg sugar is rupees 32. The cost of 1 kg sugar is rupees 32. So we will write the cost of 1 kg of sugar is rupees 32. Therefore the cost of 6 kg. उन दोनों के पास कितना kg of sugar था? They are having 6 kg of sugar. So we have to multiply 32 by 6. So we multiply 32 by 6. We are getting answer as 192 rupees 192. So they bought together 6 kg of sugar. They spent how much rupees? They spent rupees 192. See student, once again I am repeating this sum. Here 2.5 kg of sugar was of sugars and 3.5 kg of sugar was of acid. Now they bought all together. दोनों ने मिलके लाया है, so we have to add it. So we have written 2.5 kg of sugar plus 3.5 kg of sugar. So here 2.5 plus 3.5 will become 2 plus 3 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. Now next is 2 plus 3 becomes 5 plus 1 up plus 1 upon 2. Now 5 plus 2 upon 2. Now 2 upon 2, the same number. Now previous only I have explained you, so that what you have to do, you have to cut it down. So 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. So here we got 1. So what we will do, we will add by the 5. So 5 plus 1 becomes 6. So they all together having how much kg of sugar? 6 kg of sugar. Now here they told us that the cost of 1 kg of sugar is rupees 32. So we have to find how much kg of sugar for 6 kg of sugar. So that the cost of 6 kg of sugar is equal to 6 into 32. 6 into 32 by multiplying, we are getting answer as rupees 192. So here all together they bought 6 kg of sugar at the cost of rupees 192. I hope you people have understood. Just copy down it. I hope you people have done with that part. So we will further move to our next sum. Just see the next question. Now here the next question is, Aradhana grow potatoes in 2/5 part. Now here is the second question. In that question, Aradhana grow. Aradhana ने potato grow किया in how much part of the garden? 2/5 part of the garden. Green leafy vegetable. Green leafy vegetable in 1/3 part of the garden. Green leafy vegetable उसने grow किया in the 1/3 of the part of the garden and also brinjal in the remaining part. Brinjal उसने किया किधर? In the remaining part. Now here if you heard the sentence remaining means it is a sum of subtraction. Now here first was addition and the second is what? It is the sums of the subtraction. क्योंकि उसने remaining part में क्या grow किया? Brinjal. On how much of her plant did she plant brinjal? Now how much? ना जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट है वो कितना है, दैट यू हैव टू सॉल्व इट एंड यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन इट. नाउ हियर आराधना ने क्या किया, तो फर्स्ट she grow potatoes into fifth part and green leafy vegetable in one third part, and the remaining part she grow brinjal. How much brinjal she grow in that part, that we have to solve it. Now we will start with the first part. See students, total of the plant for potatoes and green leafy vegetable is 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 3. The total part. Now total part, why we have to add this one? Because जो उसके पास था, she grew. What happens? She grow first potato. Potato she grow into fifth part, and she grow green leafy vegetable in one third part. Now here we have to add 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 3. What do you have to add? You have to add 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 3. Now after doing 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 3, here the denominator is not common. So first step is what? The denominator should be common. So what we did? We multiply 1 upon 3 and 2 upon 5 by cross multiplying, because in 5 table 3 is not coming and in 3 table 5 is not coming. So what we did? We have cross multiply. 2 upon 5 should multiply by 3 and 1 upon 3 should multiply by 5. Here we have done the cross multiply. Now 2 3 is 6 and 3 5 is 15, or 2 5 is 15. 1 5 is 5 and 3 5 is 15. So by adding 6 plus 5, 6 plus 5 we got 11. So it becomes 11 upon 15. So here our first step was completed. What step? Potatoes and green leafy vegetable, we have added it. We have made that a common denominator, and the final answer, how much part they have done? They have completed 11 upon 15. 11 upon 15 part was planted with potatoes and green leafy vegetables. Now the remaining part was what? So the remaining part was the brinjal part. The remaining one vegetable was left, so we have to subtract 1 by 11 upon 15. We have to subtract 1 by 11 upon 15. So I have written here. Now part of the plot for brinjal left. Brinjal के लिए कितना left हुआ? 1 part. So 1 minus 11 upon 15. 1 minus 11 upon 15. What you will do? You will cross multiply. You will multiply 11 in 15 ones are 15 and minus 11. See here why I have written 15, how it came? 15 को मैंने किससे मल्टीप्लाई किया? 1 से. 15 1 is 15. 15 minus 11 upon 15. Now here 15 minus 11. 15 minus 11 we got answer as 4. So 4 upon 5 is remaining. The remaining part was which vegetable? The remaining part was of vegetable of brinjal. So brinjal को कितना part लगा? Brinjal got a 4 upon 15 part. Is it clear now everyone? 4 upon 15 part of the plot of Aradhana plant brinjal. Brinjal कितने part हुआ उसका? 4 upon 5. Potato was grown into 5th part. Then leafy vegetable was grown on 1/3 part, and the remaining part, that was brinjal part, that was grown in the 4/15 part. I hope you people have understood. Just copy down it fast. So here we have completed our practice set 10. In our next lecture, we are going to meet and we will start with our practice set 11. Copy down it fast, students.